Hi guys, welcome to Treasure Coast Gardening. Okay, first stop here, our display, is my garden bike, which I painted up an old bicycle. Put it in my front yard, and I put I got a nice plant in the back which is doing good. And I am using the Miracle Grow potting soil and just need to water it good, and that was doing good. Now we're going to come over here and look at the kale I started. I got some here and also in my other raised garden area that I'll show you in a little bit. I grew the kale from seeds. Okay, here's my cocoa plums, which I also grew from seeds, and they took a real long time to come up. I don't know, it seemed like months before they even came up. Now that mango tree puts a lot of mango. There's the cocoa plum plant that I got the seeds from, and there's the avocado tree, which it hasn't made any fruit yet. Okay, so now we'll walk on over to this area, and I'll show you I bought some grass seeds. I believe it was from Home Depot. I believe it was the Pennington Bahama seeds. They did come up, and I put some weed and feed there, and I killed like half of them with it. So there's still some there, and it looks like I'm going to have to keep pulling the weeds out like I'm doing, because the weeds looks like they're trying to take it over. So hopefully it'll get big enough and choke out the weeds. Now here's my tomato plants. There's a red one there that I picked tonight. Now about 4 of these tomato plants I have bought already started. Got them from Lowe's. Okay, so I might get one pot that might have 3 or 4 tomato plants in it, and I'll separate them. With, put them in water and separate the roots and everything and plant them. Now I'm going to show you, there's the parsley. Now there's my strawberries, which haven't made any strawberries yet that I know of. Haven't really looked at them. Now to check, now here's my eggplants. Now I see blooms on them. There was some blooms down lower, so I hadn't really even looked at them too much to see if there's a baby eggplant down lower. But there's, besides in top blooms, there's some lower blooms. Now I'm showing you my raised garden bed here, which has mustard greens in it, I believe turnip top greens and kale, a few carrots, and a few tomato plants, and one parsley plant in there. And these tomato plants I've all are from just seed that I bought from Lowe's. Now all the stuff in the garden, the raised garden area there, those all I grew from seeds that I got from eBay, and them seeds came up in like 3 days. So excuse me, that's a really good place to get seeds. I got strawberry in there, and just the mustards, broadleaf mustard. I know I see them. I might have some 7-top turnip green in there, I'm not sure, but I know I got mustard and a couple other plants. And see, I'm showing you my tomatoes here, which I'm staking them. I'm using that chicken wire to help stake them up. I'm having to hold that chicken wire up with some bamboo stakes because it's a little weak itself. And now here's my carrots that I've also grown from seeds. I have these in the raised garden area too, and besides this pot. I'm going to pull one up and show it to y'all. And these carrot tops, you can eat them also. There's the carrot. And I'll leave them in there for longer. It'll make a bigger carrot. Now the carrot greens, I put some on a roast beef sandwich today I had for lunch, boy, and it was delicious. I felt like I was eating at a high fancy class restaurant. It really brought out that roast beef. Here's my caravan fruit. I believe that's what it's called. I always just call it the star fruit because it's easier to say. Probably not saying the correct name the correct way, so I just call it by the nickname star fruit. And these will bloom twice a year, and you may get some other blooming on it, but it does bloom twice a year pretty good. I have 3 of these trees, and them two seem to bloom about the same time. I have another tree in the back which blooms a little bit like a month later. There's my mango tree, which had some mangoes on it. The storm blew them off though. Okay, here's my tomato plants that I moved from that garden area, which is in the protected by the chicken wire, which keeps the rabbits out. Which I got mustard greens in there, so I probably rabbits. I got a lot of wild rabbits around here. Probably will eat them mustard greens up. And actually, I don't even know what was doing that right there. Kind of high up though for a rabbit. I know I have a pet rabbit, and I know they'll eat this. They'll eat these tomato plants just completely up. So one day I came out here, and after a good rain, the soil was all, saturated. I was able to push them bamboo stakes down another 6 inches and make them a lot more sturdier, give me better stakes. And some of these plants even have 3 bamboo stakes holding them up, because it's one in the pot and then one outside the pot and maybe another one on the other side of the pot, and I kind of tie them all together to make them even stronger. Here's my, I believe it's called a kumquat, type of kumquat citrus. This also will give me a lot of fruit. Now these will be good. They'll have fruit for 2 or 3 months out of the year at least, if not longer, because it seems like this will have green fruit for a long time before they actually start to ripen. And you can use the green ones. You can come and put them in tea and use them. I will eat them kumquats. I'll eat them whole, the peeling and everything. It's like a vitamin C shot. So I'm finding some bad tomatoes here, and I'm just pulling them off because I got plenty of good looking tomatoes. I don't really need to be growing. I don't really need them on there. So I don't know what's doing that. I'm not spraying with anything. So whatever it is, it's only affecting these tomatoes right here, because this is the first time I've done this. So hopefully I'll go as long as I can without having to spray them. Maybe make it through the whole season without having to spray them, or if I have to use some organic spray. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching my gardening in the Treasure Coast area. And if you like this video, please subscribe so you won't miss any of my other videos. Okay? Thank you for watching.